have a dilemma. I have a dilemma, you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear me or what, but it doesn't matter. This is therapeutic for me because I'm going through something. It's affecting my whole family right now. I'm the type of person that I believe in girl code. Girl code, right? It's not my business, but some people like to go outside the line, go outside the box, go outside a relationship, cross the line. Then at the end of the day, years go by, you get blamed for it. Or I'm disloyal. But I don't think I'm disloyal. I'm just the type of person that, it's not my business. But is it really my business? I can't help what people do and how people feel and what they do. And they cross the line, they cross the line. But by me keeping a secret or keeping their secret for some reason, I'm wrong. And I don't know. That's why I can't even sleep. Happy Father's Day out there to the people, to the real dads. Happy Father's Day, you guys. Come on in. If you catch the replay, hit the like button. Let me see what time it is. It is 2:38 in Detroit. Thank you for hitting the like button. I normally play music, but today I got to say something because for some reason I am being blamed for keeping a secret. You can sub, but so this is my dilemma, you guys. I used to have a friend. We're not friends anymore. However, her husband and my husband are good friends. Good friends. Mm. Oh my goodness, I don't know, Lord. No, I don't say any names. You guys don't know me. This is the app. This is therapeutic. But guess what? I don't know what to do. So years and years and years ago, this has been going on for some years. She stepped outside her marriage. My friend was my friend. I wasn't comfortable with it. Grown people gonna be grown. So she stepped outside her marriage and decided to have a relationship with my brother, father-in-law. Okay? With my brother, father-in-law. I've been keeping this in. Haven't said anything because I believe in the girlfriend code. You know, it wasn't me, it wasn't I, but she did it. Oh, so my sister-in-law that was married to my brother, she finds out all of a sudden It's my fault. I don't understand. This is it's so weird. It's just so weird. It's just crazy. Now, mind you, when it started off, when she decided to step out her marriage, they lived across the street from one another. Across the street. Across the street. They was neighbors. Neighbors, you guys. So, years. It's been going on for, I don't know how. Years it's been going on. My nephew, which is is his grandfather, my brother's son, he's in his 20s now. This has been going on since he was a little boy. Still probably going on because at this time we are no longer friends, but all of a sudden everything just came out. So my husband, I mean, he's think I guess for some reason he think I betrayed him because I didn't do that pillow talk. You know how everybody, some people in relationships, something happened, they do that pillow talk, but I didn't do the pillow talk because it was too close to home. Too close. So I kept it in because that's the type of person I am. And I didn't say anything about it, you know. I just looked at the situation. I'm like, wow, this is some crazy stuff, you know. It's like LMN in my face. However, though, my brother found out. When my brother found out, he wanted to know why I didn't say anything to him about it. I don't know. I think it's not my business to say anything, but you know, it hit too close. You know, this is supposed to be one of my good friends. She's stepping outside of her marriage. This is my husband, one of his best friends. So I didn't know what to do. I mean, I don't think it was my business to say anything. But since I didn't say anything, I'm blamed for keeping a secret. I didn't cross the line. But this is one of the reasons why we're not friends now, because it got too deep, you know, the stuff. And they was, you know, crossing the line right across the street from one another. The meeting up, but then it got so deep when my sister-in-law and her sister, they found out. When my sister-in-law found out, and my nephew was a young, she took it out on us. My mom didn't have anything to do anything. My mom. My husband and my kids, they didn't know nothing about it. But my sister-in-law at the time, I guess she called herself punishing my family. So she stopped letting us see my nephew. She was upset with me because that was my friend at the time. So I guess she called herself punishing my kids so they couldn't see their first cousin. My brother didn't have no idea at the time what was going on because her father said to them, do not, do not insert yourself in his relationship. It got to the point the wife found out. Now, his wife found out. His wife found out. She threatened him to go across the street and tell her husband. Right? You know? It got deep. Now, at this time, you know, it's been going on so many years. The wife found out. She got sick. She just couldn't take it. She asked her husband to cut it off with. He said he would, but no, he didn't. He didn't. So, now, everybody know, except for my brother and her husband, my husband and my kids. And all along they wondering why my brother's wife at the time, why she was acting a certain way towards us, towards my mom, towards my kids. Why? Because she took it out on us. She took it out on, I guess that was her way getting back at me. So my brother didn't understand what was going on. It got so deep. They got a divorce. They got a divorce. They got a divorce. Right. So, was it my place to tell my brother? Was it my place? If I would have said something to my brother, would I would have saved their marriage? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have saved their marriage. Evidently, they must have issues going on. My brother is a mama's boy. He don't like to hear this, but he is. He loves his mama. He'll put my mama first before any female. That's how much he loved my mom. And that was another sign that she was jealous of. She was jealous of my mom and brother's relationship. But somehow, some reason, somewhere, somehow, I was blamed for it. I was blamed for keeping a secret. I didn't do the do. I didn't sleep with the man, you know? But I kept a secret. Years go by, years. I'm telling you guys, this has been going on for years. My nephew in his 20s now. This is how long it's been going on, for years. But after they got divorced, my brother stumbled on them somewhere. I don't know, was they at a park, something. He found out what was going on. He couldn't believe it. because my brother have respect for her husband, and he always looked up to his father-in-law at the time. So, me and her, we're not friends anymore. You know, I, it was affecting my family, keeping that secret, you know. I thought it was going to be over. I didn't know it was going to last these many years. Till this day, it's probably still going on. But it was affecting my husband relationship with her husband, because for some reason, I don't know what she was telling her husband, but she manipulated their relationship. She manipulated the relationship, and not just like enough was enough. What, you know, she didn't want them to be as close as they were. We got into it one night. We got into it. It got to the point she told me to leave her place. I don't, whatever she was doing, she called, I guess she was taking it out on me. It got so deep that I'm missing some. Let me see what part of the story I'm missing. The part that I'm missing is after my brother got a divorce from his wife, he started dating, my brother started dating my friend at this time, daughter. He started dating the daughter. And that's how he found out. He was going out with the daughter, their daughter, the daughter of my friend that was stepping out on her husband. He looked at this shit like, what the fuck? Cause like I said, he had so much respect for his father-in-law. Then he started putting stuff together. He started connecting the dots. Like, if I would have said something to him, but what good would I would have did, you know? Uh, his marriage or what have you. Wondering why his son couldn't come visit my kids. They all first cousins. He couldn't believe it. And then he also had respect for her husband. Now, my brother know. My husband don't know. Her husband don't know. At this time. So years go by to last month. Last month. Somebody really special to me passed away. That connected all of us together to be under the same roof. She walked up to me and asked, could she give me a hug? A hug, right? A hug. Years ago, you know, prior to that, I guess she thought that I was going to come back, knocking her door or what have you. When she kicked me out of her place, her house, I was good with it. You know how sometimes you feel like you could breathe? I was good with it. Because it was like, okay, now I don't have to be in the middle of it. If I'm not around, then I don't have to think about it. I don't have to hear the stories or the hookups or all the stuff. I ain't have to hear about it no more. I felt free. Um, I don't know if you could understand what I'm saying, but I felt free. But when my brother found out, see, let me tell you, when she kicked me out of her house, I know I'm going back and forth. My brother called himself proposing to their daughter. To their daughter. I looked at my brother. I said, I, I, I know my brother. I said, son, man, you kidding, right? You know, he proposed. All along, I already knew that it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to work out. They start planning. But it was like her daughter against my brother's father-in-law daughter, right? My brother's ex-wife lived across the street one another, right? So I asked my brother, I said, why are you doing this? Because I knew he wasn't going to go through with the marriage. We more than like than he thinks. So I'm like, why are you doing this? Because you finna break this lady heart. So that's what happened. He told her he couldn't do it. He couldn't marry her. They was already planning, and then at the time when they was planning the so-called wedding, I was standoffish. They was wondering like, why you not happy? Why you, they wondering, like, I wasn't like, who. I was just like, no, y'all, I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be a hostess, you know, a host, not a host, I didn't want to just, you don't have to put me in the wedding, no. Then they was like, what about your kids? Can they do this and this and this and this? They was making a big thing out of it. I was standoffish at the time, so therefore, I guess it was kind of suspicious, right? We over there having a good time. She took it out. My friend took it out on me. Why? Because I think she knew all along that I knew that my brother wasn't going to marry her daughter. That was the real reason why she kicked me out of her house. But it's two sides to every story. Her way is, she said I disrespected her house. And I was like, girl, bye. She should have been real with herself. She knew what it was. She thought that my brother was going to marry her daughter. You know how my brother looked at the whole situation? Because at the time, supposed to be his fiancée, was cheering her mom on. She knew that her mother was stepping outside on her daddy, right? So this is when it comes when a lot of mothers and daughters, some mothers and daughters, they are like they best friends. She knew her mom was stepping out on her daddy. She knew. Pillow talking with my brother. My brother looked at the whole situation like, how can you just agree with that? How can you deal with your mom stepping out on your daddy and you know about it? And it's with his ex-father-in-law. Right? So, till last month, my son, after the memorial, the service that I went to, and we all was together, my son said, Mom, I don't blame you for not being friends with this lady. She foul. I said, she foul? What do you mean she foul? You know, I never said anything to my kids about anything like that. I never said anything to my husband. But then everything just exploded that one night. It got deep. My son said to me, he said, Mom, I know she was fucking around with my uncle's father-in-law, which is my brother. He said it right in front of my husband. Mind you, go back. That's my husband's friend. Good friend. Which she manipulated their relationship so they didn't hang out. Like, we used to go to concerts, everything. Couples, you know how couples do. What's going on? Now, I'm looking at my husband because I don't know what he's going to do with this information. Because, you know, a lot of men out there, they talk just like us females. You females? No, a lot of men be talking amongst themselves. Amongst themselves. Now he's going back into conversations of talking to her husband. Why? He want to know what's going on. You know, he talking to my husband. He don't understand why his wife is off standish. You know, what's going on with their relationship. You know, all that kind of stuff. So now, let's get to this. My husband looked at me. How you kept this secret? This secret from him, for years. I looked at my son. I'm like, where you get this information from? He said, you know, my uncle told me. My brother. I'm like, what? And he's just like, how could she do that to her husband? Which my son looked up to her husband. Husband is a good guy. Now, My husband is looking at me. If I could keep a secret like that, then is it really true what they say? Do we flock together? Do we flock together? Or am I just being a loyal friend? Or I'm just staying in my lane? Because I was staying in my lane. Was it really my story to tell? I don't believe so. But, so, should my husband be upset with me? Maybe. I don't know. But it wasn't me. It's not my business. But it made sense to why we are not friends till this day. It made sense. It all added up. Now, he's telling me that his friends, other friends, been telling him that something ain't right with the wife. Something ain't right with her. Flirtation. Because I guess men talk among themselves. He said something ain't right. And my husband, like, I knew it was something, but he just couldn't understand. He couldn't believe how close it was. Because my son also have respect for my husband, ex-father-in-law. Ex-father-in-law. It got so deep. Let me tell you, last year my nephew got married. I went to the reception with my brother and my son. Now I'm sitting at the table. Sitting at the table. We all know what's going on. We all know that I know. My brother know. I'm sitting at the table next to my ex-sister-in-law. And on the other end is my brother. I'm sitting across from my brother's ex-father-in-law, who's at this time of day, to my knowledge, they still kicking it. He's sitting next to his wife. We all trying to have a cordial conversation because we are in someone else's home, not theirs. My brother, you know how you be at the table? He hitting me on the table like, this is some crazy shite. I said, I know. Because now we all know. The daughter, the sister, they know that my brother and I know. Only person don't know is at that time was my son and my brother and his ex-wife's son that got married. We just kicking it. It was so fake though. It wasn't real because you know deep back in your head, you know we all know the secret. Everyone trying to be like, hey, we live in we the Joneses. Outside, everything look good. Everything look beautiful. Living in a beautiful home, drive nice cars, living a life. But inside, personal, you're getting older. Now, You need your wife. Your wife needs you. So my husband and I, back to us. How can I keep this secret from him? How? And I'm looking at him like, I know it's a lot of stuff you and your friends talk about. You don't tell me everything. And I'm cool with that. But because the circle was so close, it hit home because I was one of his good friends. Good friends. Now he's looking at his thinking like, she's a dirty dog. Because now he get it. He understand that she manipulated a relationship. My son looking at me, telling my mom, he's happy. I'm so happy that you're not friends with her because she's a snake. How could she do her husband like that? This is how my son looking at it, the picture. Still, his girlfriend was over at the same time when this information came out. My son looked at me like, Mom, you knew. But see, it's not, the story is not to me. It shouldn't be about me. It shouldn't be that because I kept a secret. It wasn't my secret to tell. At the end of the day, it's not my secret to tell. Am I wrong? I wish I should have came live earlier, but I can't even sleep about it because every time you think it's over with, my husband, he'll bring it back and ask me how. And I want him to stop asking me. I don't want us to argue about it because, you know, it takes just him to have a drink or go to a cigar bar or go play pool, what have you. And he probably be the one to tell. But it's not his secret to tell. I believe if he say anything, he gonna be responsible for. But I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm looking at him like, it's not your story. And he's like, how? He think I'm taking up for her, even though we're not friends. But he like, how can you still take up for her? She stepped out on her marriage, on his friend. His friend. It's 3:15 in the morning. I'm outside because I'm sick of this argument about this girl, my ex-friend. Now it's like I'm living this. I just can't believe, like, I can't believe how the circle turns. So now this secret is affecting my whole entire family. because I kept a secret. I really seriously still believe that it wasn't my secret to tell. Now, because I kept that secret, do birds really flock together? I could keep a secret like that. So if I can keep a secret like that, what am I doing? What are you doing? It's to the point that I used to go out. You know how girlfriend nights. Girlfriend nights. Back in the back of the back. Ooh. He's thinking all kind of things. Because if I'm a little tipsy and I'm driving, I'm not going to drive. I try not to overdo it, but I do. My neighbors came out, you guys. I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Everybody think, oh, see how quiet it is? Have anybody heard any gunshots? You know? I can talk. Nothing. You know, Detroit. I've been out here almost an hour. It's not as bad as you think, you guys. This is the best time. The best time. The best time to be out. I'm just sitting and chilling. Anyway, long story short, I used to go out and play cards and have so, you know, I met a lot of people like you guys on YouTube. And now I play virtual cards with you guys, with the people I met on YouTube. I said, oh, this is a good idea because now, what can you say? I could be at home playing cards. And guess what? I could be at home playing cards with people on YouTube, which we have a good time. And now, what you gonna say? First, I could stay at home. I could drink. I don't have to worry about driving. It all added up. It cold, you guys. Hold up. I know you laugh, I'm tripping. You be thinking you the only one out here to these people. But yeah, so I like, oh, that was a good idea. I said, oh, shoot, I could stay at home, play cards, what have you, talk with people on the app, and talk shit at the same time, and drink, and don't worry about have to drive. This man, he crazy. He like, well, damn. He said, I spend more time. You spend more time with these people on YouTube than me. Now you outside in the back in the garden. You want to paint. You want to like this man. I'm like, I don't know what you want. Now I'm at home playing cards. At home, you don't have to worry about me driving or making sure there's no alcohol in my system. You don't, you know. I'm at home, safe at home, just playing cards, talking shit. Now I'm playing cards. Y'all, how long it was? Because we'd be playing for some hours. We play for hours. I mean, we play for hours. Like, sometimes me, myself, I'll fall asleep because how hopefully you'll figure out something. But you know, you gotta wait till the person win or the person lose. You step in. But anyway, I doze off, fall asleep, wake back up. They still playing cards. I'm like, wow, y'all for real, y'all serious about this. But it's all fun. It's all good. That's one of the best things I like about it. Some of the people that I met on YouTube. It's some cool people you could be with, be around, hang around, talk ish. Good. Don't know no one. Never talk to no one on no phone. It's all like this is the new. This 2025 now. You know, this the thing you do. You can play spades. You can play dominoes. You can play whatever. All in the comfort of your home with your pajamas on. You know. But that man, he gonna find a way to put some salt on it. Let me put some salt on this. She having too much fun. I does not have fun. You gotta keep, you gotta keep living. That's all to it. But back to the situation in hand. The domino effect is my husband gonna say anything to his friend? Because my son, he's very opinionated. And shoot, if he ever see her or if she ever look at him the wrong way, he ready to blast. He ready to say something because he's thinking about now this is the reason why him and his first cousin could spend family time. Why? Why he couldn't come over? Why they couldn't spend time? Why he don't come to the birthday party? He's thinking about everything. Everything. He felt like he was punished because of the dirty deed that they was doing. And I look at it from his point of view. He's right. He have a right to his opinion. He's thinking about why he wasn't invited to his cousin party, why his cousin couldn't come to his party, why just all the years go by. I'm looking at him. Is he gonna say something to his cousin? I'm looking at my husband. Is he gonna say something to his friend? Then I look in the mirror at myself. Was I wrong for keeping that secret? And at the end of the day, I stayed in my lane. It wasn't my secret to tell It wasn't my secret to say anything. Not my secret. That's how the domino effect. That's how everything affects your life. One secret could affect your entire life through generations. Through generations. But I did tell one person. It wasn't my husband. This is when I said about mothers and daughters. I talked to my mom about it years ago. And my mom, she just couldn't believe it. But it wasn't my secret to tell. It wasn't my secret to tell. It wasn't. But I'm blamed. Now, my husband looking at me like, if he want to say something, he gonna say something. But then, do you want that on your chest? Do you want to be the reason why you break up their family? Because it's not your secret to tell either. But you know how people supposed to look out one, you know how we are. It's not nobody's secret, but you just gotta tell somebody, or you think you're helping somebody, or you want to be a save a hoe, a save a nigga, save a life, save a relationship, all that kind of shit. Please. It's not my secret. It's not my story. I'm just telling the story. And I'm not the author of it. I just got something to say. I just needed someone to talk to. It's almost 3:30, 3:29 now. I've been out here almost an hour. Because all it takes for that man in there, that man, my husband, we could have a good time. You could have a drink. He could have a drink. And then he thinks about, I still can't believe you ain't say nothing to me about that. I can't understand how you kept that from me. His way of thinking that we tell each other everything. But do we really tell each other everything? Really? Do we? Or do you really believe there's a code? Is there a code between your girlfriends and your male friends and your man friends and your bro man and all that? There's a code. That's what I always thought. I don't know. You know, I was brought up, your word is bond. A lot of people don't, your word is bond. Yeah, your word is bond. You know, a lot of people don't believe in that. I believe in a higher power. I was brought up believing in a higher power. Jesus. God. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. I believe in that. I believe in respecting your elders. A lot. I believe in the Holy Ghost. Jesus Christ gave his only son. I believe in it. A lot of people could believe in what you want to believe, but I believe in that. I believe it's a better place. I believe that we only here on this earth just for some time. We're not here to be here forever. So, are we going to just keep on going on and on about a person, myself, keeping a secret? Or are we going to live our life to the fullest? Because life is too short. Life is too short, honey. One day you'll wake up and maybe you'll see this video, life is too short. It wasn't my story to tell. I am not the author of that particular story. I was outside looking in. Only looking. Outside looking in. I never went inside the house. I never went inside the door. I was only outside looking in. If anybody can understand what I'm saying, that is my story. I should not be blamed for another person's dirty deed. Now, it is after 3:30, it's 3:34. We got some young people that live down the street. They just coming in, I guess, from a party. You can hear them. They going off. They twerking outside their car. They tripping. They loud. You probably can hear them. They tripping. Young people. But guess what? Uh-oh. But guess what? We all was young. We all did crazy stuff when we was young. And you got memories of it. You hear the birds? I'm looking like, is it 6 o'clock in the morning? Because they chirping? What are they chirping from now? They tripping. But yeah, that's my story, you guys. That is my story. I'm out here. Take me another little. Take me a little. I thought we was gonna play some spades tonight. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't look like I'm gonna play in a minute. But you can still play. I'll be playing with the AI people. They don't talk. You just play. two could be cool though. Some, and like I said, I met a few handful of good, cool people. I just go by the conversation. I don't know them, you know. I don't plan on meeting some in person. It's all about shit. Do I want to fly to meet him? I want to fly. Drive all the time. But guess what? These planes tripping. The planes are tripping. Damn, no birds chirping like a motherfucker. Are they mating? Damn, no girls loud. See? That's what happened. They probably ate a lot of drugs. They going off on each other. See? They talking about drink, I told you. Talking about you been drinking all day. I didn't start drinking till I got to you. Ooh. Oh, God. They loud? Damn. Shit, they won't like. Damn. Can't like this boy. Well, that was my dilemma, you guys. These guns, I don't want nobody to come out with a gun because it's another car just pulled up. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Now they drive me crazy. How they drive me backing up, please. Young people are crazy. But y'all remember them days? You go to a club, hang out, and then the guys, they'll follow you to your place, to your house. Oh yeah, they follow you, making sure that you got home safe. Nah, you think that's the real reason? That ain't the reason. They know you got a buzz going on. They want to know, can they come into that bedroom or pick you up and take you to a bedroom? Because this is what's happening now. Wish I could show. Let me see, can I turn it? I don't know. Anyway, it's like down there with them lights. It's right down there. They it's cars pulling up everything. That's what happened when you're in your 20s. Oh, they said, dang, this girl, she want to come out and talk at 3-something in the morning? Yup, me. The next story is, I don't have no other stories. All I said is live your life. Don't pretend, be for real. Be yourself, don't be fake. People know it. People be trying to be something that they're not, but you can see between the lines. And that's why I say, live life. Read between the lines of life, you guys. You only have one life. Enjoy it while you can. I do. While you play music, I love music. Music keep me sane. Listen to the words of the music, the lyrics. You're an artist. You could just write your words on paper and sing them and let them words sound however you want them to sound. The beat keeps going on. And just like life, the beat gonna continue going on. Life is too short. You don't have to focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. Shit. More cars just pulled up and down the street. People are getting picked up. People are trying to go to some short stays tonight. I don't know, like 2 more cars put up, backing up. As long as they don't hit nobody, they got nice cars down there. Shit, these motherfuckers pulling up like a motherfucker. They pulling out and driving backwards. I don't know what that's about. I guess somebody was in somebody's driveway. Another car pulling up. They all see. I guess they all hung in one person's car. Everybody get into their own cars, and they got some niggas down there waiting on them, because evidently somebody must exchange some phone numbers or some boyfriends. Let's say this. It's some booty calls. You hear that? I hear a bass. What's up? What's up? What's going on? Booty calls. And here come another car. Damn. That motherfucker pulled out. Okay. Pull out. Another car go back in the driveway. Guess somebody was blocking the driveway. Get the fuck. They tripping. They open. I don't know what's going on. My husband called Miss Kravitz. Anybody from people that was born in the 60s and the 70s? Miss Kravitz? That's my husband called. He called me Miss Kravitz because I'm always looking. I got surveillance all around. Bewitched. Abner, look what's going on with the neighbors from across the street. Abner, look what's going on. Abner. He'd be like, in the words of my friend Prince, he'd be like, freak some Abner. He'll be saying some shit like, Abner, look at these nuts. Look at these nuts. Talking about Abner. But that's all, you guys. That was my story. I am not blamed. You cannot blame me. I'm innocent. For real. At the end of the day, just think about it. I'm innocent. That's it, and that's all. I'm innocent. Just like my name. I stayed in my lane for all these many years. Because that's what I do. But at the end of the day, all along while I stayed in my lane, now the domino effect is affecting my whole entire family. I just hope that this man, damn. You know how people be saying, you know that song? I think it's Cardi B. Something, do the, was it WAP? Got the, cause, they must be, this people, it's like, they chilling. You got some, they getting picked up like a motherfucker. And they don't even care about waking up the neighbors. You got some black asses. People, they can pick up trucks coming up, pulling up, everything. Pull up. That's what that wait. About pull up, girl. Nobody want to pull up. You want to pull up? Pull up. That's when people want to pull up on some shit like that. Pull up on some excitement. Well, I drank my last sip for the day. Happy Father's Day to the men out there, to the real daddies. to the stepdaddies, to any kind of daddy, foster dad, step, godfather, happy Father's Day, happy Father's Day, to the moms out there that's to the moms. Some moms, it's a lot of them single moms out there being a father and daddy. Happy Father's Day. I just tell my mom, Happy Father's Day, Mom. She's like, what? I said, because you know, I ain't have a father. You took care of it. You hold it down for us. Happy, happy, happy. Happy Father's Day, you guys. Enjoy yourself. 615. Play that. That's a good number to play in the lottery. Enjoy, you guys. Enjoy yourself. You know, they don't, Father's Day don't get all the hype like Mother's Day, but enjoy yourself. Enjoy you a good old steak. A good old cold beer. Good old stiff drink. Ooh. Oh. Some people don't know should drive when they drinking, I'm telling you. We got speed bumps on this street. Wow, look good. Click. Damn. They don't even care they got speed bumps. I guess they just said, fuck it. But anywho, I guess I'll go in. Because I know he going to be coming like, what the hell you doing? All I'm doing is chilling. I'm tired of being blamed for something that I didn't do. Peace out. And if you do listen to this replay, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Now I'm about to go in the house and play some music on a slow jam for my baby.